I've been watching a lot of videos on climate science, and one guy in particular seems to be in nearly every comment section claiming that the scientific consensus is wrong. He has made some videos of his own, and the level of scientific illiteracy is eye-watering. Here he is.
Hello, this is Rod Martin. In this video, we will be looking at 10 climate change lies exposed.
Oh, really? Lying is to intentionally deceive. Let's see if he makes a sound argument.
Lie number 1, that global warming is bad. Where do people like to live? Svalbard or Florida?
This is a very subjective question, highly unscientific. It does not address the question of whether global warming is good or bad. As the global average temperature rises, many arid parts of the world will experience more prolonged droughts and wildfires. Australia and California are already experiencing this.
Which location has the greatest biodiversity? Antarctica or Brazil?
Again, simply asking another question does not address whether global warming is good or bad. For whom? Up here in the northwest of Scotland, it would be nice to have more sun and less rain. But my friends in Adelaide, South Australia, who are used to summer temperatures of over 40 degrees Celsius, don't feel the same way. I do think that biodiversity is a good thing, but as desertification spreads northwards and southwards, the people in Morocco or Texas will certainly not be experiencing an increase in biodiversity. I get the impression that Mr. Martin has put more effort into an appeal to popularity than any kind of scientific accuracy.
Lie number 2, that man-made CO2 is the cause of global warming.
What do you mean, the cause? CO2 is a causal factor. It is one of several greenhouse gases. It acts a bit like a thermostat. By adding more CO2, more heat is trapped than would otherwise escape into space. Water vapor levels increase as a result of this, permafrost melts, extra methane is released, the greenhouse effect is enhanced, and the global average temperature rises. Of course, there's more to it than that, but the basic facts are that we humans are transferring gigatons of carbon every year from the lithosphere to the atmosphere by burning fossil fuels. The global average temperature is rising and will continue to do so until a new equilibrium is reached.
The modern warming period is one of a series of warming periods Earth has experienced roughly every 1,000 years.
This is extremely misleading. Note that the graph he shows is an air surface temperature record from the ice sheet of Greenland. How on earth that is supposed to represent the global average temperature is a mystery. Furthermore, the actual data on that graph stops in the year 1855.
The sun rises every day. To take any one day and blame the rising sun on man is crazy. So why should we blame man for one of nearly a dozen warming periods?
Because the current warming exceeds anything in recorded history, both in terms of the rate of increase and the actual temperature. Why doesn't Mr. Martin show a graph like this, which shows the global average temperature, not just one dataset from Greenland which doesn't have the last 160 years? Why be so dishonest and claim that the other party is lying? Anyone can check the data.
Lie number 3, that global warming causes extreme weather like hurricanes and tornadoes. The evidence doesn't show this. Here's the graph of hurricane counts showing a 42-year downtrend.
Whether hurricanes have increased or decreased, the red line superimposed on this graph is extremely disingenuous. I'm no statistician, but even I know that picking the highest point in the past and drawing a line to the most recent data point is a monumental schoolboy error. Why not draw the line like this and claim that the number of storms has been rising? As it happens, the data in this graph actually shows something different from what Mr. Martin claims. He is apparently unaware that this graph contains two datasets, all hurricanes and major hurricanes. The reality, according to the graph he shows, is that the total number of hurricanes has been decreasing while the number of major hurricanes has been increasing, which funnily enough is what climate scientists have been saying all along. I know these self-described skeptics of climate science don't like being called deniers, but in this case I certainly think he deserves that. So far I've only responded to a quarter of his video, and it is complete nonsense. Why do people find such poor arguments convincing? Why are levels of scientific literacy so low?